not on.
It's on.
Oh, okay, sorry. Hi, I'm Julius Robinson. I'm 22 years old, and I have Asperger's syndrome. I'm very proud of having Asperger's because I think it's a gift in many ways. I can remember dates when I first met someone, the actual day and the date and the year. I can remember every film. I understand that it can make things challenging at times. Antisocial behaviours and not wanting to, getting suspicious thoughts about people, especially when you get paranoid about things. It might give me bad luck. It might stop my brain from thinking, you know? You get the major worry is that you'll get brain damage and you won't be able to think. That's a common worry with Asperger's. People are against me, or they just don't want to understand me, and you can just blame it on politicians. It can make things very hard. Like it can make me. Sometimes I get really depressed. I don't know who my real friends are, and I get this anxious and paranoid. I get very nervous about change, and I find it very hard to adapt to. When I get used to a certain thing, I don't want it to change.
Well, raising a child with Asperger's, it's a little bit like, sort of like I've found him under a spaceship and I'm raising him as my own. It's like trying to put together a giant jigsaw puzzle without that coloured picture on the front of the box to show you how to do it. The thing about kids with Asperger's is they have no filter. They say whatever they're thinking, which can be incredibly funny, but can also be really socially alarming, which is why it's hard for them to get jobs or hard for them to fit in at school, because they're so incredibly candid.
I was wondering why life was so hard for me. I didn't make many friends.
Well, the characteristics manifested in Asperger's is chiefly an inability to communicate or socialise very well, often a very, very high IQ, but also obsessive compulsive disorder, and just this very awkward sense with other people, where they don't read body language, they don't read facial signals very well, which gets them into a lot of trouble, as you can imagine. And finally you actually start to think, you know what, there's no such thing as normal and abnormal, there's ordinary and extraordinary, and people with Asperger's are quite exceptional. You know, when he was 4 years old, I remember him saying to me, I was chopping onions in the kitchen. He said, "Mum, if onions make you cry, are there vegetables that make you happy?" Now that's just a great question. And then when he was about 5, he said to me, "Mum, what's the speed of dark?" You know, so he's constantly making me rethink things all the time.
I like to think I'm a tennis wizard. Yes, I'd just like to say to people who are new with Asperger's and not familiar with it, to just take some time to try to understand about the condition, to learn more about it, and to be more patient with Asperger's and autism, and to get involved, because it's very, very interesting.
When people are scared of something they don't understand, so because they're ignorant of difference, they condemn it. My son Julius, who has Asperger's, often says to me he feels like he's drowning in his own brain waves. And I think it's up to us, the rest of society, to offer them some kind of life raft by being more understanding, more patient, more kind, and, you know, try to see the world through their eyes.